In the time of the Buddha, nestled along the banks of the Ganges River, stood the radiant city of Benares, a place of bustling markets, grand temples, and golden rooftops that caught the morning sun. Here lived a young girl named Kesakari, known not for beauty or wealth, but for her kindness and sense of duty. Each morning, she would help her aging mother with chores, sweeping the floor, cooking rice, and combing her mother's long black hair to remove the irritating fleece that came with age. One bright morning, as Kesakari combed her mother's hair near the front door, a line of Buddhist monks silently passed by their home. Heads bowed, robes swaying gently, they carried alms bowls with serenity and poise. These monks were young, strong, and handsome, the type of men most girls in the village would hope to marry. But they chose a different life. Kesakari, only a teenager, couldn't help but wonder aloud.
Why do these strong, handsome men become monks? What are they searching for?
Her mother chuckled softly and said,
"Stop thinking too much. Keep brushing my hair, dear."
But her question floated in the air, and someone heard it. Unbeknownst to them, a gentleman sitting under a tree nearby heard Kesakari's question. He was no ordinary man. He was a lay follower who had reached the Sotapanna, stream enter, stage, the first noble attainment in the Dhamma. Moved by compassion and her curiosity, he stepped toward their home, palms pressed together in greeting.
"May I speak with you, young one?" The Dhamma answers all questions, even the ones softly spoken.
The man looked into the eyes of the girl and smiled.
"These men you see have renounced worldly life, not because they are broken, but because they are brave. Brave enough to confront life's deepest truth. That all things we love, we will one day lose. That all things we hold, will slip through our fingers. They seek freedom, not from society, but from suffering itself."
He paused, then began to explain the four noble truths. Life is filled with suffering, dukkha. Suffering has a cause, craving and ignorance. There is an end to suffering. The path to the end is the Noble Eightfold Path. He then taught her the three jewels of Buddhism: the Buddha, the fully awakened one; the Dhamma, the teachings, the truth; the Sangha, the community of seekers.
These monks walk not with pride, but with purpose. They carry bowls not for food, but to empty themselves of ego.
Kesakari was silent. A question formed on her lips.
Can someone like me, a girl, reach such freedom too?
The Dhamma holds no prejudice, child. Whether you are a king or servant, man or woman, old or young. If you keep the 5 precepts, your heart will shine as brightly as any monk's.
He then spoke clearly of the 5 precepts. Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not engage in sexual misconduct. Do not lie. Do not consume intoxicants. He continued with a teaching few had heard in detail, the 32 parts of the human body, a meditation that reveals the truth of impermanence and detachment.
Hairs, body hair, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinews, bones, marrow, kidneys, heart. As he recited each part, Kesakari began to see the body not as something to obsess over, but as a vessel, temporary, fragile, ever-changing.
At that moment, Kesakari felt something shift inside her, like a veil lifting, like a candle being lit in the darkness of the mind. She didn't just hear the words. She understood them. That very day, she attained Sotapanna, the first step on the path to enlightenment. From that day on, Kesakari lived with deeper awareness. She never became a nun. She stayed with her mother, cared for the villagers, gave alms when she could, and kept the 5 precepts as if they were her very breath. Even without the robe, she was a disciple of the Buddha. When her time on earth ended, she passed away with a peaceful smile. But that was not the end. She was reborn in the Trayastrimsa Heaven, in a glorious emerald palace that floated above lotus-filled lakes and jewel-studded gardens. She became the queen of Saka, the lord of the Trayastrimsa realm. There, she lived not in idle luxury, but as one who continued to generate merits, inspiring celestial beings to remember the Dhamma just as she once learned it on earth. One question, one open heart. That's all it took for Kesakari to awaken and rise to the heavens. The Dhamma makes no distinction, only dedication. You too can walk the path. Begin with a question. Begin with a precept. Begin today.